approach to science, technology, and even the art. I think I'm so happy that we were enthralled by Smita singing this morning, which I think it tells you that creativity is about a sense of pursuit, a sense of experimentation, and a sense of curiosity. And I think this is what we really need to nurture in this country. I feel that in this country we are far too imitative. We are just not innovative in our approach or in our thinking. We don't want to try new things. We don't want to do things differently. And that has always been the bane of our society. And that's always troubled me a lot because I personally believe that in India we have to constantly challenge the status quo. There is so much of things to solve. There are so many problems and exciting challenges ahead that we have to solve in this country. And unless we have that sense of experimentation, that sense of can-do, must-do approach, and most of all, we must have that sense of urgency. There is no sense of urgency in this country. It is a very chalta hai attitude. We always feel we have enough time and we've got a huge long life ahead. But I think people like Professor Sienna Rao and myself, we just feel there's not enough time. We are in a hurry. We want to do things as fast as we possibly can because we are running out of time. I think that's the sense of pursuit I would like to see in everyone. Because we don't have time on our hands. We must be in a hurry. We must not lose precious time. And I think this is where I must commend the Department of IT and Biotechnology, particularly in Karnataka. And I'm not saying this for the rest of the country, because the rest of the country is not in a hurry. Few departments have shown that sense of urgency and being in that sense of hurry. And ITBT is one such department. I really want to commend you. Because as the Vision Group chairman in Karnataka, it has been a pleasure to work with the government. Why? Because every officer in the ITBT department has shown that same sense of urgency and impatience that I have. And it's because of that we have seen IBAB blossom. We've seen CHG take root. And because of, as you very rightly said, Sharad, they were the ones who pushed you saying you haven't used money. Because they are in a sense of urgency saying we want to see progress. That's what we need to see in this country. And what is important for me to share with you is that although you made a reference that the science activities are in the north of Bangalore and this is a sort of a secluded, excluded kind of hub, it's not really true. We are creating a very nice ecosystem even in South Bangalore. Because I can tell you, and you know it, Sharad, that we have created a genomic ecosystem in this part of the city. We have the Center of Human Genomics, we have the IBAB, we have the Mazumdar Cancer Center, we have Ganit Labs, we have got a lot of companies in this area that are really focusing a lot on genomics, genetics, and what have you. And there's a lot of exciting things being happening here. But we are not really showcasing it enough because media is not that interested in covering research and genetics and genomics. It's up to us to educate them and tell them about all the exciting things that are happening here. I, for one, am very optimistic that in the next 10 years, this is going to become a very important hub. And we are creating a north-south corridor, a science corridor, a North Science corridor in Bangalore, which will be world class. That's what we have to aim for. I, for one, I know that what you're doing at CHG in lysosomal disease disorders is so important. I know that genetics is going to be the way forward in terms of how you diagnose and treat diseases. I know that one of the things, we all know that gene regulation today is playing such an important part in understanding disease. And I, for one, am very proud and privileged that we are launching a new drug this weekend, where we have done a lot of genome mapping and genome regulation mapping. And that is giving us so much new information on this drug that is going to do wonders, not just for patients in India. And I am so happy that for the first time, we're taking a new drug to the world, a first-in-class drug to the world, first starting with Indian patients and then giving the benefit to global patients. To me, that's very important as an announcement from India. And this is a drug that suddenly, serendipity or what you might call it, but we have suddenly found that the pathway in which this drug operates is the most sought after pathway being researched today in the world, and we are the most advanced. And we have a drug that is the most advanced in the world, which now everybody is looking at because they said, now how did you do this? I can honestly say we stumbled upon it by chance. It was accidental. It was experimental. We didn't know what we were doing. All we knew is that it was showing promise. But suddenly, because we looked at it scientifically, because we looked at the gene expression and gene regulation, we suddenly understood what this molecule actually did. And thanks to that, we now understand the pathway, the regulation, and all this was done in Bangalore, right here, with little collaborations here and there. We have done work with Strand Genomics, we've done work with Big Tech, we've done work with Ganit Labs, we've done work with Mitra Life Sciences, and lo and behold, we have a very interesting ecosystem of genomics and genetics. And it's great that we have the Center for Human Genetics right here, because it is about researching and exploring our very rich database that we ourselves have in this country because of the various ethnic propensity, the various eugenics that we've created in our country due to various communal kind of reasons. But I think this is what we need to research. This is what we need to then use as the springboard for innovation and something that will definitely deliver huge benefit to human society. So I want to congratulate you, Sharat Chandra, for actually creating the Center for Human Genetics. And you just heard, it is such an important, seed for this country. And I think you've nurtured it well. I wish you all the best. And you know that you will always have our support and my support to see it grow from strength to strength. Thank you.